Hello, my name is Jason. Today I'm going to talk about Swingers, one of my favorite movies of all time. I just love this movie. I've seen it probably 100 times. Now, a lot of people don't get this movie. It's 15 years old. It's got a lot of inside jokes. It's a very low budget film. Was done with a lot of guerrilla filming, where they just go out and set up a camera without permits, without extras, anything. They just start filming. So the movie is basically Jon Favreau's character, Mikey. He's heartbroken over a girl, and his friends try and cheer him up by taking him out, get him out of the house. And him and his friends just hang out, go out partying, play video games, bust each other's chops. Now, if I had to say what type of movie this is, it's a guy flick. I don't think I've ever met a girl that liked this movie. A lot of girls have problems with Trent, Vince Vaughn's character. They basically say that no girl would ever go out with someone like him, but in reality they do. If you're a certain age, a guy should be able to relate to one of the characters in the movie too. A lot of guys I know are like Trent, outgoing, loud. They relate to him. But guys like me, quiet, a little rusty with the girls, we can relate to Jon Favreau's character. Another thing I love about this movie is the soundtrack. It is just killer. I love the soundtrack. I listen to it all the time. Like I said, if you're a girl, you probably won't like this. If you're a young guy, you probably won't get it, or you'll think it's dated or whatnot. But if you're 25 and up, you might get it, and you might enjoy this movie. So that's what I would say about that. But really, I think that if you're a film buff, you should definitely enjoy this movie. If you want to be an actor or a producer or a director or a writer, I think you would get a lot out of this movie. It's very enlightening if you listen to the commentary. There's two tracks, one with actors and one with the director, and it's very interesting to hear the stories about how they got this film done. Another funny thing is they used the Jaws theme in this movie, and I guess so many people had tried to use it in spoofs and whatnot that Spielberg basically said no one else can use it. So when they wanted to use it in the movie, they had to ask Spielberg, and they showed him the movie, and he instantly loved it and let him use it. So that's saying something, that Spielberg liked the movie enough to let them use his theme song. Another thing is, like I said, this movie's 15 years old. So Vince Vaughn, Jon Favreau, Patrick Van Horn, Ron Livingston, they're all really young in this movie. They were all new to Hollywood. The movie is based off their lives being new in Hollywood. Jon Favreau wrote this movie about his friends, and he had an opportunity to sell it, and make a big paycheck, but he decided to not do that so that he could make the movie that he wanted. And I guess everyone involved thought that no one else would see this movie except for their friends. They didn't think it would go anywhere. They just thought it was a resume piece, is what they call it. This was the first movie John wrote, and he didn't want to sell out. They said, you can't do it for under $1 million, and they did it for just over $200,000. They got to a place where they couldn't afford enough film, so if something was out of focus or there was a flare on the screen or something, as long as the acting was good, they just let it roll. So they let the best take go, whether or not it was technically perfect or not. So there's something to be said about that, because so many people behind the scenes are too technical, and a movie will lose its heart because they're so worried about the technical aspect. And there's very few movies that get away with that, and that's one reason I love independent movies. I heard Quentin Tarantino say one time on a interview or something, they asked Quentin why he never released a director's cut, and his reply was, because I made the movie I wanted to make the first time. So, that was my review of Swingers. I hope you like that, and I hope you're a big fan of the movie as well, because I love it. Till next time.